Hi YouTube, welcome back to Wtf Rc Cars. So we got another little bit of bling for the MO7, and this is the Tamiya hop-up options. It's the OP1780 MO7 concept, part 54780, and it's the aluminium front suspension mount 6°. So let's bring in for a close-up look and see what it takes to fit this part. So for this one, we're going to use the JIS screwdriver again, and we're going to be removing the original screws. So there's just these 4 screws, and we're just going to have to take all 4 of them out. So we'll get them out and then we'll carry on. So that's the last one removed. Then we're going to have to lift this suspension arm up, and then you should have another couple of screws on the back, and these are for our hinge pins. So just going to have to carefully remove these. These basically lock your hinge pins in place. So once we've got them out, then you just need to find something that can fit through and you can remove your hinge pins. I think you possibly can pull them out through front without moving the screws. Should be able to. But we're going to remove the standard part, and then this is going to be the aluminium part that we're fitting. So if we start with one side and we just slide that in, I'll just retrieve the retaining screw. So looking at this, as long as you can get something to poke past the hinge pin, you should be able to get these hinge pins out without removing these screws, because you're taking them out from front. So yeah, so we don't need to remove the actual screws, but we will need them in place to put it back together. And the thing you've got to be careful of is we now need to get our drive shafts back in place as we put all these suspension back together. So I'll drop this screw back in. This is probably going to be one of the fiddliest parts, getting your drive shafts to line back up. So you just need to make sure your drive shafts are properly in place. Then we get his hinge pin, and we should just be able to lift that up and get the hinge pin back in. Trying to get this back in, but so you can see what I'm doing. So if you get it lined up, you should be able to get the hinge pin back in. Make sure both your drive shafts are in place. And now we just need to replace all 4 of the screws. And I believe you can get these in different angles or with different degree on. But basically, it just adds a bit of strength and gives a little bit of tunability to the RC. And as you change the angles of these, it'll change the angle of your actual hubs. And it also just adds a little bit of strength and a little bit of bling to the MO7. And I've seen on one at groups, somebody mentioned that they'd had a look and couldn't find many parts for the MO7. So I just thought, seems I've got all these parts kicking about, I'll start adding them to it so you can see what kind of upgrades and mods there are for the MO7. But that's all fitted nicely. And once it's back together, we've got a bit of a stronger connection in case the wheels get hit. That's the MO7 concept aluminium front suspension mount 6° fitted to the MO7 concept. So it's coming along nicely now. We've got a nice bit of alloy hop-up options and bling fitted on the RC. So let's wrap this one up. So there we have it, the MO7 concept's coming along nicely with plenty of little bits of bling. Quite a fun RC to drive, this one. Really easy with it being front wheel drive. And I'm just not a fan of ride height at the minute. it's kind of too low. Keep catching these. So every race I have to clean all these off. Looks like either these wheels are slightly smaller, or I just need to get some more spacers on the suspension to hold it up a bit. But thanks again for watching WTF Rc Cars. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, share to friends and family, and catch you guys again in the next one.